Were you familiar with the first Witch Mountain movies?
I was a fan as a kid, actually, but I hadn't seen them in forever, and I watched it again right before this movie, and I was kind of struck at how dark it was, actually, how sort of they were kind of in a good way, like it was sort of scary, and I realized why it had taken me on such a ride as a kid.
What were some of your expectations when you found out they were reimagining?
You know, I didn't have any strong expectations. I just I hoped that it would be something that would pay homage to the original and also be updated for today and be something that was really relevant and fun for kids now, because obviously it's a different time. And I thought Andy did such a beautiful job of that.
Definitely. Now, your character is obviously an asset to this mission because of her expertise.
Right.
But she also serves kind of as a maternal guide or...
Right, yeah.
Can you comment on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a couple things going on there. She certainly knows her stuff. She's the only one who kind of knows anything about alien life. And, you guys okay? With the talking? I just wanted to make sure we're...
We had audio in the background. Is that what you were...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, now it's okay. Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure you
No, it's fine.
screw up
Thank
your
you.
interview.
Some of the radio's keyed for some reason. Anyway.
But now it stopped.
Yeah, it's good. Go on.
So, in any case, you know, it's that. It's also that she and Dwayne, certainly Dwayne's character Jack, have this kind of, he's this very physical guy who's lived in a very different kind of world, and she's a very cerebral woman who's lived behind closed doors and you know, in a lab, and the both of them really complement each other really well. And I do think that her maternal instincts come out when she sees these kids, and not only does she have a scientific desire to learn and to help save the planet, but she also has a real affection for these kids.
Now, you've played some intelligent women in the past, and
Yeah.
this is another one. What do you enjoy about that? How do you compare Dr. Friedman to some of those?
Well, you know, I was thinking it was funny when someone was asking about it today, because I realized in Snake Eyes I play a rocket scientist, and in Threshold, a television show I did, I played a contingency analyst, and then I've played, you know, U.S. Marshals, a bunch of different things. But I do love, you know, I just love people, and I love the complexity of people, and I love to do different things. And I think, you know, for me, I had just finished doing Watchmen and Righteous Kill, which were both very dark movies, and I love the idea of coming and playing a light character. But also I love the place that she has in this movie, which is this person who has been fighting for something because she has hard data to prove that she believes there is life out there, and that she, you know, that she's kind of in a bad place because nobody's really taking her seriously, and then her dream comes true right in front of her, her eyes, and that was really exciting to play.
Now, Dwayne is kind of known for his stunt work.
Right.
Did working with him kind of inspire you or push you anymore?
Absolutely. I mean, he is extraordinary in that way, and I've worked with Jet Li and a bunch of people who are amazing with stunts, but I've never seen anyone like, I mean, Dwayne is just unbelievable in terms of his ability to sell those things, and you know, he's like one-take wonder. And he also trains so much that he definitely got me. I thought, well, if he can get up at 3:45 in the morning for 2 hours of training, I can get on the treadmill for half an hour at 6 a.m., you know? So it was good.
Those inspirations always help.
Totally, absolutely.
Because it's so easy to snooze.
Yeah.
Were there any new experiences for you as far as stunt work in this film?
No, I did some stunts that were really fun, and you know, I got to do a big high kick and knock someone out, and but really my place in this was more as the person who sort of was the intellectual being put into these situations that are terrifying to her. So it was fun to be able to play the nerves of it.
And now Alexander and Anna Sophia were also amazing. What was it like working with them?
It was great. I mean, they're both such great kids, such great people, such professionals, huge enthusiasm, but also just real, genuine partners in the scenes, you know? They're really wonderful actors, and the only challenge was that sometimes they had to go off to school, and so we did our off-camera without them. And we missed them terribly because they're so great to act with.
Definitely. Now, what were some of the challenges of working on the Sunset, or not Sunset Strip?
On this strip?
Yeah.
Vegas Strip? Well, it was funny because they closed it down from 2 to 6 a.m. for us. But still, it's teeming with people. I mean, you have no idea what time it is here. It's just, you know, everyone's out all night. So it was more, I mean, funny with that was just more people yelling, you know, "The Rock!" Like we felt like we were in a parade as our car was, you know, our cab was going along the street. And mostly, and just staying awake, you know, just sort of night shooting is always challenging.
Now, in what way is the title Race to Witch Mountain kind of indicative to the pacing of this movie?
I think it's actually, I think it's really representative of it. I mean, I think that we hit the ground running at the beginning of this movie, and it never slows down. And you just start, adding things along the way, and then, eventually they find their way back to Alex, and I join in, and the race continues, and it's definitely an appropriate name.